Students, today we are going to solve fifth illustration. First I will read the question. Sonu, Maneka and Karina were partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 2:1 respectively. Their balance sheet as on 31st March 2018 was as follows. Liabilities, capital account for 3 partners, general reserve, creditors, bills payable, bank loan. Assets, plant and machinery, stock of goods, debtors less RDD, investment, cash. Adjustments. Karina died on 1st October 2018 and the adjustments were agreed as per the partnership deed as follows. Plant and machinery to be valued at 60,000 and all debtors were good. Stock of goods to be reduced by rupees 3,000. The drawings of Karina up to the date of her death amounted to rupees 400 per month. Interest on capital was to be allowed at 10% per annum. The deceased partner's share of goodwill is to be valued at 2 years purchase of average profit. For last 3 years, the profits were first year 15,000, second year 17,000, third year 13,000. The deceased partner's share of profit up to the date of her death should be based on average profit of last 2 years. Prepare profit and loss adjustment account, Karina's capital account showing the balance payable to her executor's loan account, and working notes for share of goodwill and profit up to the date of death. So students, first you have to find out for how many months Karina was alive during that particular accounting year. So she died on 1st October. It means she was alive for 6 months because the new accounting year starts from 1st April 2018. So April, May, June, July, August and September. So she was alive for 6 months. Now next we have to calculate the revaluation profit or loss. So as per the first adjustment, plant and machinery to be valued at rupees 60,000. As per the old balance sheet, the value of plant and machinery is rupees 50,000. So there is an increase in the value by rupees 10,000. So this entry will be recorded on the credit side of the revaluation account by plant and machinery account rupees 10,000. Then stock of goods to be reduced by rupees 3,000. Here as per the old balance sheet, the stock of goods is rupees 50,000 and it is now reduced by rupees 3,000. Whenever the value of asset reduces, the entry is recorded on the debit side. So here it is written to stock 3,000. Then about the debtors, they have given all debtors were good. It means we have to cancel this RDD which is given. If we cancel this, the value of debtors will increase by rupees 2,500. So increase in the asset is recorded on the credit side by RDD account 2,500. So these are the changes made in the value of assets. Now we can calculate the revaluation profit or loss. Since the credit side total is higher than the debit side, there is a profit of rupees 9,500. This is to be divided among all the partners in their profit sharing ratio which is given initially in the question, that is 2:1. Then this revaluation profit is transferred to partner's capital account. Now in this case they have asked us to prepare only Karina's capital account. So first we will record balance brought down. This is her capital as per the old balance sheet which is given under the liabilities Karina rupees 20,000. So that will become by balance brought down 20,000. Then as I had told you earlier that you have to check whether there is any profit and loss account or general reserve or reserve fund is given in the old balance sheet. So here general reserve is given rupees 10,000. From this we have to find out Karina's share. So that is 1 divided by 5, the total of all this. So that comes to rupees 2,000. So here by general reserve 2,000 is recorded here. Then the revaluation profit is also transferred to her capital account. Then we are going to record other adjustments which are given in the question. As per the third adjustment, the drawings of Karina up to the date of her death amounted to rupees 400 per month. Now as per this date, 1st October 2018, she was alive for 6 months. So 6 into 400, that comes to 2,400. So the entry of drawings will come on the debit side, 2,400. Then interest on capital was to be allowed at 10% per annum. So her capital is rupees 20,000 and 10% per annum is rupees 2,000. But 2,000 is the interest for full year. We have to calculate only for 6 months. So half of this amount we have to take. So that is recorded here by interest on capital 1,000. Then we have to give effect for the valuation of goodwill. Here it is given the deceased partner's share of goodwill is to be valued at 2 years purchase of average profit of last 3 years. So we have to add this 3 years profit. So here the calculation is given, average profit is equal to total profit upon number of years. So the total of 3 years profit comes to rupees 45,000 divided by 3 is equal to 15,000. Average profit is 15,000. We have to multiply this with 2 as per the adjustment which is given in the question. Here it is given that goodwill is to be valued at 2 years purchase of average profit. Once you calculate average profit, you have to multiply that with 2. So our total amount of goodwill is rupees 30,000. Now from this 30,000 you have to calculate share of goodwill for Karina. So 30,000 into 1 upon 5. So that is her profit sharing ratio as per the question. Here it is given the profit sharing ratio for all the 3 partners is 2:1. So 1 upon total of these 3, that is 5. So here her share of goodwill is rupees 6,000, which is recorded on the credit side of her capital account by goodwill account 6,000. Then we have to see the adjustment for the profit. As per last adjustment, it is given that the deceased partner's share of profit up to the date of her death should be based on average profit of last 2 years. So average profit you have to calculate from last 2 years, that is 13,000 and 17,000. So here the working note is given, average profit is equal to total profits upon number of years. So 17,000 plus 13,000 divided by 2. So 15,000 is the average profit for full year. We have to take for 6 months. So that is 7,500, and from that 7,500 we have to calculate share of profit for Karina, that is 1 upon 5. So that is 1,500, which is recorded on the credit side of Karina's capital account by profit and loss suspense account. So after that we have to take the total of the credit side. From that you have to subtract the drawings which is recorded on the debit side. It means rupees 30,000, which is the balancing amount, is to be recorded as Karina's executor's loan account.